Welcome to the wonderful channel where books are discussed. Yes, there is a summary of this book too. If you're ready, let's get started.
George Orwell's Animal Farm is a powerful allegory about power, corruption, and the dangers of totalitarianism. On the surface, it tells the story of farm animals who rebel against their human farmer. But beneath that, it is a sharp critique of political revolutions, especially the Russian Revolution and the rise of Stalinism. The story begins at Manor Farm, where animals live under the rule of Mr. Jones, a careless and often cruel farmer. One night, an old and wise pig, named Old Major, gathers the animals in the barn and shares a dream of a better world, a world where animals are free, equal, and no longer exploited by humans. Inspired by this vision, the animals sang a revolutionary song called Beasts of England, planting the seed of rebellion in their hearts. After Old Major dies, the pigs take leadership of the movement. Two pigs, Snowball and Napoleon, rise as key figures. Soon, the animals launch a rebellion, driving Mr. Jones off the farm. They rename it Animal Farm and set out to create a society built on equality and justice. To guide their new life, they establish 7 commandments, painted on the barn wall. These laws declare that all animals are equal, that they must never resemble humans, and that they must work together for freedom. At first, things seem hopeful. The animals work hard but feel proud of their achievements. Snowball organizes committees, teaches literacy, and plans projects to improve life on the farm, such as building a windmill to generate electricity. Napoleon, however, is more cunning and power-hungry. Soon, rivalry between Snowball and Napoleon intensifies. Eventually, Napoleon drives Snowball away by using trained attack dogs. After seizing power, he becomes the sole leader of Animal Farm. From this point, the revolution begins to twist into something darker. Napoleon rewrites history, blaming every problem on Snowball, and gradually consolidates control. The 7 commandments are secretly altered to justify the pig's privileges. The animals, especially the hard-working horse Boxer, remain loyal and keep believing in Napoleon's leadership. Boxer's personal motto, "I will work harder and Napoleon is always right," reflects the blind trust that allows tyranny to flourish. Despite their sacrifices, the animals' living conditions grow worse, not better. Meanwhile, the pigs indulge in luxury, living more and more like humans. The great symbol of hope, the windmill, is built but destroyed several times. Each time, Napoleon blames Snowball, fueling fear and loyalty. The pigs also begin trading with humans, wearing clothes, drinking alcohol, and walking on 2 legs, directly violating the original commandments. Yet, whenever animals doubt, the rules on the barn wall are mysteriously rewritten to match the new reality. Boxer, the noble horse, works himself to exhaustion. When he collapses, the animals believe Napoleon will send him to the veterinarian. In reality, Boxer is sold to the glue factory for profit. This betrayal is one of the most heartbreaking moments of the book, showing how the regime sacrifices even its most loyal followers. By the end, the pigs are indistinguishable from humans. They dine with neighboring farmers, play cards, and exploit the animals just as Mr. Jones once did. The final commandment on the barn wall now reads, "All animals are equal." But some animals are more equal than others. The animals look through the farmhouse window and realize with horror that they can no longer tell pigs and men apart. Animal Farm is not only a story about animals, 'tis a warning about how power corrupts and how revolutions can betray their original ideals. Orwell shows us that when leaders manipulate truth, use fear, and silence opposition, equality becomes impossible. So, what do you think of Animal Farm? Do you see parallels with history, or even with today's world? What lessons can we learn about leadership, justice, and freedom? If you enjoyed this summary, make sure to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Fast Book Pod for more classic literature explained in just 10 minutes.
The summary of another book is finished. What did you learn from this book? Have you read it before? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel.